Hello everybody, it's your old pal Tuna here, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Tuna, I'm an illustrator and comic artist from Canada, and right now in this video I am prepping for an upcoming craft market, which is my first major craft market of the winter season. Now thankfully I've done a lot of prep over the year for the markets that I've done, so there's not a ton to do, but starting things off here, I'm actually making a new board for my vinyl sticker display. In a previous video, you may remember that I used some wood to construct a sticker board for my sticker sheets, and now I want to make a matching one for my vinyl stickers. This wood panel, I think I got it at Michael's in the like wood canvas section. It was maybe 10 bucks. I've just coated it with a thin layer of gesso, and now I'm adding my favorite yellow house paint to the top. It is currently Wednesday, November 15th, and the market begins on the 19th, so I've got 3 days to make sure everything is ready to go, which is plenty of time for the limited number of things that I have to do. The upcoming market is called Got Craft. Like I said, it's an actual craft market, so sometimes I do anime conventions, sometimes I do illustration fairs, but this one's a craft market, and I'm really excited. It's my first time doing this particular show. I don't totally know what to expect, but I want to make sure I'm as polished as possible. So far so good, getting everything ready. I'm trying to do a minor like rebrand or just reassessment of the tables going into the next 4 that I'm doing for the rest of the year, mostly because I know that these ones are more like formal craft market-y type events, so that level of polish is a little bit more necessary in order to stand out, in order to look more professional, and I think it's gonna pay off, hopefully. So I'm willing to invest a little bit of time into redoing some of my display. So there's the sticker board. I actually got new curtains to hang behind me. Let me show you. So my brand colors are black and white stripe and yellow, and I had black curtains originally, and I still have them. I'll still probably use them in the future, but for this one, I want to hang my apparel and my tote bags behind me because I cannot figure out where else to display the apparel. Like, I do have a rolling rack, but there's nowhere for me to put it in the smaller size booth that I have for this upcoming one. And all of the garments that I ordered are black, and I didn't want it to be like black garments hanging on a black background because then they're not gonna pop. People might even not really like register that there's something there. So yep, it's like $40 later, whatever, they're cool. I wanna make some new signage. That's kind of like a big thing that I'm gonna do next. I really just repurpose old digital files for signs that I've used before, and I always end up doing handwritten signs. I actually have a template for them that I cut out and use a Sharpie to handwrite on, and every time I do, I regret it. So I'm gonna try and plan ahead this time and have everything printed looking super profesh. I need to trial run the display for my stickers and my pins, exactly how I'm going to make that work on the table itself. I'm going to set up tomorrow night, so like I do have the evening entirely to set up, and then overnight, and then the show starts in the morning. So if I do want to like do it in person and then do a couple more adjustments at home and bring them in for the next day, I can. And then really the only other things that I want to do is tighten up the packaging a little bit. All of my single stickers, this is something that I want you guys to listen to, is that these little vinyl stickers are a great item. They're the lowest cost item on my table, so they tend to turn over pretty quickly. Just something easy, small that people can buy, but there's no branding on them whatsoever. And I am of the opinion that like sticking them to a card and putting them in a plastic sleeve is overkill in a market situation. If you want to have them on a store shelf, I can understand the value of having that like extra oomph packaging, but for this, where you're buying it from a creator directly at a market, not necessary. But how are people gonna remember me? How are people gonna know where this came from? So I'm gonna start sticking branding stickers on the back of the stickers, which is annoying, which is time consuming, but I think it's going to be worthwhile, and I feel like I want people to do this going forward. Like, take it from me. I really think that you should consider having some branding on your sticker. If you're the kind of person who can integrate a signature or a handle into the design, even better, but that's not really my style. I don't even sign my paintings usually. I just write in Sharpie on the back like tuna. But yeah, I think that is everything on my very cute little to-do list, more or less. So we'll get going. I have all day today and then whatever tomorrow, basically, to get all of this done. It's not very much, but it always ends up being a little bit more than I expect it to. So let's not waste any more time. have not been to the gym in like 2 months and I think it shows. Anyway, okay, let's reveal what's inside these boxes. I'm picking up from my screen printer. They do all of my apparel and my tote bags for me locally in person. So I just hop in the Uber, take it down, fill the Uber up, come back, and yeah, lug the boxes inside. This was a bit of a treat myself order because I have been testing the waters with apparel over the last year. I wouldn't call it like a roaring success, but I'm nearly sold out of my t-shirts that I did recently, and I sold out of one of my tote bag designs, and so I figured, let's put all the eggs in the basket. So this is about $2,500 worth of merchandise that we're hopefully gonna turn around over the course of the next 6 months or whatever. It's easier to just buy in bulk if I feel like I wanna have the items for a longer period of time. It's like cheaper, and also, you know, whenever I place an order, there's like minimum order requirements, so it's just best to buy more than less. And there are 2 new designs and I think 2 reprint designs. So let's take a look at what we've got. Mr. Boy has assumed his position on top of box number 1, so let's look inside box number 2 first. Does this angle work for everybody? It's gonna have to. So I ordered a new t-shirt, a new sweatshirt, and tote bags with all of the screen printed designs that I have in rotation right now, except for there's one that's called Cat Lady that is like extremely unpopular, so she's gonna just live her life out on the tote bags that I have left, and we're gonna leave her in the past where she belongs. But okay, here we go, sweatshirts, let's go. So sweatshirts were really popular for Meowloween. I did the 3-color design with the arm print, and that was like very overkill and very cool. We're keeping it simple for this one, just 1 color. Sorry, the lighting is really not selling the design as well as I would hope, but so cute. This one is Abduction. And I think my plan for these is that I'll do the shirts and the sweatshirts as like limited runs. So I think I got 40 t-shirts and 40 sweatshirts, and then when those are sold out, I'll just keep reprinting the designs as tote bags rather than reordering the shirts and sweatshirts. That's my tentative plan. I guess if anything really pops off though, it'll be hard to resist just continuing to order more. But I really enjoy like having new designs, and even if I want to keep the old designs in rotation, like, I don't know, am I the kind of person who could have dozens of t-shirts and sweatshirts for sale? Probably not right now. Okay, this is more sweatshirts, so not as exciting. Let's go to the next box. I'm guessing these are tote bags, because this is the heaviest box. Amazing. Cool. So at the top of the pile, we have the All-Seeing Eye design. This was a design that I did last year for Meowloween. It was originally on the back of a sweater, and then I printed it on tote bags and had like maybe 25. I did a really short run for my winter con season last year, and I have it as a sticker as well, but it's always been popular, and so I was placing this big order and I'm like, F it, let's reprint the tote bags. Next up, some spoilers for the t-shirt. Here's a new design. It says always hungry. I think it's really funny. The idea is that the bowl is empty and the cat is looking at you because how dare the bowl be empty. So here it is in the tote bag design. It's just so nice. It is like quite a bit cheaper to do just the 1 color, the white screen, rather than obviously this one is 2 colors, but it requires a 3rd screen to be made. So it's like, it's not just double, it's like triple. And we actually have the t-shirts in here. So the Always Hungry tote bags, and oh my God, this is really good. I think this might be a hit, we'll see. Always Hungry t-shirts. Come on, so funny. I'm super jazzed because when I make merch, I obviously want to make stuff that people will like. No, Nori, that's not a good idea. But I mostly just make stuff that I like. And I think if there's any people out there like me, they're probably gonna like the stuff that I like too. And that's why I get excited about my own merchandise. Hi, can I help you? And like I mentioned, this is $2,500 worth of merchandise. I think that obviously the sweatshirts are the most expensive, and then the tote bags I think are the least expensive. Obviously it sounds like a huge amount of money, but when you're buying merchandise, be smart about it. but you have to make an investment in order to make a return. And I'm feeling a little brave, I guess. Feeling a little brave. This weekend for Godcraft is supposed to be really busy. So I don't know, maybe I'm hoping I can make back my cost, not necessarily in the sales of these items alone, but in general, if I can make back the cost of buying this stuff, then I'm in the black more or less for the rest of the year. So here we go. There's the abduction tote bags. Oh, and another thing is I don't have any branding on these items, which is kind of a shame. I looked into custom tags, but I would have to hand sew them all on, and I don't have a sewing machine, so it would look really janky. But going forward, I'm gonna have to think of ideas to get my branding on here so that when the customer walks away with the item, they're not like, where did I get this from? Obviously, I'll be giving out business cards as well, but still nice to have something on the tote bag so when someone asks, where'd you get that tote bag? They can really quickly reference it to remember. And here is the final tote bag. I like this actually. I think they used a different pink this time for the Toe Bean Fan Club tote bags. These are the ones that I'm almost sold out of. I ordered only about 15 maybe, and I only have 2 left, so might as well keep going with it. I have the t-shirts, very limited numbers of them left as well. So if I can have the tote bags, it'll be easier to be like, I'm sold out of that size of t-shirt, but I do have a tote bag. And I'll pack these up to go with me tonight. Going in a couple hours to go set up for the show. So living life on the edge as usual.
Good morning, everyone.
Just getting ready. It's coming up on 9 o'clock now. The show opens at 10. I got a relatively good night's sleep, and I'm very grateful for setting up last night. Honestly, if I had had to do all that stuff in the morning, it would have been a nightmare because of like, I'll show you when I get there, but I had to, after I stopped filming, I had to like put all of my merchandise behind and under the table, and it was a real tight fit. I decided to treat myself to an Uber to the facility this morning to save me like 40 minutes on the bus. I would usually recommend eating breakfast before a show, just like in general, so that you don't have to worry about lunch. Just eat big and then snack throughout the day and then have a nice dinner when you're done. But I'm not hungry at all. So yeah, I don't know. I finished my makeup, order a cab, and it'll be go time. I'm excited. Just tired if I seem down. And also it's weird to talk to myself in the bathroom while I'm doing my makeup. I love having this like curtain behind me to protect me from anyone. I also have my dear torso Marie by my side and the flow of traffic to my right, so I am boxed in. Let me show you just how crowded it is here behind my table right now. Okay, so I have this much room between me and my curtain. The tote bags are in this one. The t-shirts are in this one. The sweaters are in this one. I have books here. I have my personal stuff and some extra storage over there. I have my packing supplies, which are tucked into the box that the fashion cats are on display on. I have a little bit of extra room over here, but I can't reach it, so I'm storing some lids and my extra business cards. This is my station for packing, etc. And here is the bulk of the smaller items that I have for sale. And yeah, it is a tight squeeze. We're gonna make it work, but next time I will read that I only have 4 feet of space. I'm loving the energy though. It's like very exciting in here. Everyone's just finishing setting up. I had to do the fashion cats and like I forgot to bring my sticker albums last night, so that is one of the benefits of setting up the night before, is you can realize when you forgot something. Otherwise, I think it's gonna go swimmingly. I did bring a lot of snacks because I think the odds of me getting a lunch are low. So yeah, but I'm really excited. There's a hockey game tonight, so my plan, this finishes up at 5, and then because there's no takedown today, I'm just gonna split, go watch some hockey, relax, and then get ready to come back tomorrow. I haven't done a 2-day show in a while. I was realizing that because the last 2 that I did were both 1 day, oh, except for Pentacon, but that was like so chill that it barely even counts as 2 days. But this one is notoriously busy. You guys saw the line, because there's like a first 50 people in the door get like cool swag bags full of stuff that we've contributed. But I'm excited. Hopefully it'll be a good day and nothing will go wrong. $30 for the totes. Yes, and I think that it might be hanging, the Tobin one might be hanging there. If it's not, I can show you. Perfect. I think I have 30 to 40 tote bags, and I will not stop buying.
Especially when they're like for you, right? Like,
yeah.
My baby, she likes skin to skin, so I always get her being told.
So cute.
So I'm just like, there.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, they're brand new for the show. Yeah, so I have them here, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll get them.
The toe beans?
Yeah. I've never seen, like, I mean, we could do this.
Oh. Would you like a bag for your bag?
No, I got one.
Sounds like a plan. And cash or card today?
Card.
No problem at all. Sure. So just a little tax on that. $31.50 is your total. You can tap towards the top of the screen. Wonderful. And a receipt, printed or email?
Email's fine.
Sounds good. It actually isn't in there if you'd like to just input yours. Awesome. That's for you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the tote bag and say hi to your cat for me.
I will. And I did tuck one in there just. Oh, perfect. Yeah.
All right, it's 2:30. I thought I would dip down here and say hello to you guys. It's definitely been like busy the whole time, but yeah, overall I would say it's like a little slower than I was hoping for, but that's just the way she goes. I'm definitely having fun, feeling relaxed, having not set up this morning, like not totally burnt out, about to have some lunch, and the show closes at 5, and then we're back tomorrow. So honestly, pretty breezy.
Did you miss me, baby? Yeah. No biting, just petting. Yeah. Hello guys. So I just got in from the show. Took my time getting home, had some errands to run, but I'm feeling pretty good. And yeah, I'm on the floor because I laid down on the floor to pet the cat, and I thought, hey, here's a camera angle we've never done before. Gotta spice up these vlogs, you know, otherwise they get very repetitive. So anyway, after I chatted with you around 2 or 3 o'clock, things really picked up for the last hour, and I'm on track to make like I'd really like to make at least this amount, which was the $2,500 that I mentioned earlier. Oh, yeah, Nori nudged the camera, that I mentioned earlier in the video. So it was about $1,500 in sales today, and then I think Sunday I can probably do about $1,000 as well. So that should keep me in a good mood through the rest of the weekend. I'm super happy that I definitely sold some t-shirts, sold some sweaters. Otherwise, the sticker sheets were, of course, Nori, were of course the main seller. Oh my goodness. The sticker sheets were the main seller. Lots of prints too. And like I always, maybe I've talked about this before, but I don't like my own prints. I feel like I'm just not really like a print artist. I'm more of like a functional design artist. But yeah, ow! And lots of enamel pins too. I did end up finding, if you remember from the last video, I'd misplaced my kitty cafeteria pins. I did find them at the back of a cupboard while I was getting ready for the show. I sold out of the cat Getty and meatballs, meowt balls. Love all the puns people come up with for that one, which is really fun because that series was from the beginning of this year, and I'm like one of those people where when I order something, I want to sell out of it as quickly as possible, and I don't reorder. I always like to get new stuff, or at least historically I have. So those are gone. That means I have just the pie and the BLT left. I also have like a zillion of the patches that I sold quite a few of the patches too, so I'll have to pack up a few more tonight to bring in tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah, it's just about 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna tune into the hockey game and take the evening off. Maybe like, I'm feeling like kind of creative, so I might pull out the sketchbook or the iPad and see if I can come up with, you know, if anything comes out, maybe there's something in there. Like, it's like kind of needed to go to the bathroom, but with creativity. Am I feeling a little loopy at the end of the day? Possibly. Gonna get a good night's sleep. Gonna treat myself to a little Uber in the morning to get there. And I'm sure the day will go by really quickly. It went by really quickly today. And yeah, big shout outs to everybody who brought me food and snacks and stood at my table while I went to the bathroom and or got water, because I rock these solo, as we know, and I'm so grateful to have a community of people who can give me a hand here and there.
it.
Yep.
And
Good morning, guys. So it's 2 minutes to 10. We're opening up in just a second here. I have some oatmeal and yogurt and bananas that I very cleverly packed, knowing that I would eventually want some breakfast. So far, so good. Met some really cool people. Definitely some talented artists that I've never seen before at the show. So I did my wander. I'm gonna have to go spend some money because there's some cool stuff that you can't get anywhere else. The craft market life. And I think it's gonna be good. Usually Sundays are a little bit slower. It's also kind of raining, so there's not as much hype, not as much of a lineup as there was yesterday. But let's see if I can hit that 2,500 mark. If we can make a little more, even better.
Apologies for the smash cut to takedown, but that's just the kind of video I am making today. First of all, I have a cold now, which is really unfortunate. Definitely picked it up at the show, so that's the first piece of news to report about how things went. But, I just wanted to wrap things up really quick and let you guys know the nitty-gritty details. So this was pretty successful for me. I made just over $2,700 in sales, which was a little bit surprising. Things kind of picked up on the Sunday, and I actually ended up selling slightly more on the Sunday, or at least I think maybe equivalent on the Sunday as the Saturday, which was great because I was definitely a little bit worried. Another slow beginning of the day, so it was great that it picked up towards the end. I think it would be fun this time if I let you guys know the numbers of sales for each item, something different for the end of this video. I sold 71 sticker sheets. I gave away 14 sticker sheets because I do a buy 3 get 1 free kind of deal. I have 10 t-shirts on record. I have 19 of the cat enamel pins on record, 19 prints, 3 sweaters, and 19 plus 7 times 4 of the single stickers. And you could add probably a few onto all of those numbers because I don't track my cash sales quite as well as I do my card sales. But anyway, in the background now, this is just a greeting card design for the holidays for my patrons in my Big Lunch Club this month. And yeah, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for joining me again for another video. I really hope that you learned something, that you were entertained, and that I will see you next Sunday or possibly the following Sunday, depending on how things work out. Unfortunately, I am not doing my market that I was supposed to be doing this weekend, the 25th and the 26th. I decided to take it off because of the cold. I want to give the world's biggest shout out to all of my lovely patrons, whether you are supporting me for $1, for $10, for $25. I really appreciate all of your support. I do tons of extra behind the scenes content over there, so if you are interested in supporting the channel and supporting me as a creator, that is absolutely the best way to do it. Plus, you get a lot of cool stuff in return. So do consider it. Stay sparkly, everybody. Don't let the cruel world dull your shine, and I will see you next time.